Hi, Mountain School friends. Teacher Sarah here, and it's Earth Day, April 22nd. And for the last 50 years, people have been celebrating our Earth from all around the world for 50 years. I wanted to share with you some things about trees and birds and feathers today and to celebrate Earth Day. But also, I went to the schoolhouse recently and I decided to bring home the praying mantis egg case. You can see it right here. Nothing has happened yet. And I was starting to think that maybe it's not viable. Maybe that means there aren't any new baby praying mantis forming in there. But I did a lot of reading today, and from what I can tell, it still looks like it might hatch. So I brought it home and I tied it up to make sure that it would hang vertically so that it would be easiest for the baby praying mantis to slip out of the egg sac. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I hope they're in there and that they decide to come out soon. So as we celebrate trees, do you remember the Douglas Fir tree I spoke about earlier? Right here is a big old Douglas fir. This is a painting of a fir tree that was 300 years old, and they can be so big around. And here's a Douglas fir like the one when I told a story a couple weeks ago. Here are the roots that grow under the ground, and they take up water and food for the tree, and they also help the tree to stand straight and tall. And here's another book I love to share with my twos classes, especially in the spring. A Tree is Nice. Trees are very nice. They fill up the sky. Trees also make the woods, and they make everything beautiful. There's a lot of sun on our sun in the picture, isn't there? If it's an apple tree, we can climb it and pick our own apples. I wonder if any of you have ever climbed an apple tree to pick. Usually in the fall after a hot summer. A tree is nice to hang a swing in. A tree is nice because it makes shade. Cows lie down in the shade when it's nice and hot. And people have picnics in the shade also. A baby can take a nap in a buggy. Folks can have picnic lunch in the shade, or maybe a mom and dad would just like to take a nap in the nice cool shade when it's hot out. Trees are so nice. I've dropped something here. Also, there's a song about trees I wanted to share with you. And it's written by a woman named Rebecca. We call her Becca for short. She spent all of her childhood growing up here in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And when she had children, she started to write songs and songs about coyotes and rabbits and bobcats and raccoons. And this is a song she wrote about trees. And I'm just learning it, so I'm hoping you'll help me out. There's one part where I need you to help sing and ask me a question. The first verse is about a live oak tree. And right behind me here is a live oak tree that we can see from my deck. And the second verse is about a redwood tree, which you know pretty well. And the third one is about a buckeye tree. It grows little nuts, little conkers, big, shiny, hard nuts, but they're not for eating, but they're great for toys. And the last one is about a bay laurel tree. I think you've smelled bay leaves when we go on hikes when we're at school. They smell oh so good. So I hope you'll help me sing the song. I start out, if I were a tree, and then you say, what would you be? And you could whisper it, you could sing it, what would you be? Or you could shout it, or just plain say it. Ask me what I would be if I were a tree. And it's higher than that. It goes, if I were a tree, and you would say, what would you be? Okay? Here we go. If I were a tree, I think I'd be a live oak tree. A live oak tree stands big and wide, a special place where kids can climb and hide. So I hope you'll never cut me down, 'cause a tree is nice to have around. Let me grow till I'm big and strong, and my leaves will sing to you this song. If I were a tree, I think I'd be a redwood tree. A redwood tree stands big and tall, where a hawk can perch and make his call. So I hope you'll never cut me down, 'cause a tree is nice to have around. Let me grow till I'm big and strong, and my leaves will sing to you this song. If I were a tree, I think I'd be a buckeye tree. A buckeye flower smells nice and sweet, changes into a nut that you must not eat. So I hope you'll never cut me down, 'cause a tree is nice to have around. Let me grow till I'm big and strong, and my leaves will sing to you this song. If I were a tree, I think I'd be a bay laurel tree. The bay leaf smells oh so nice. You can pick them and dry them and use them for spice. So I hope you'll never cut me down, 'cause a tree is nice to have around. Let me grow till I'm big and strong, and my leaves will sing to you this song. La 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 la, la la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la la. Oh, thank you. Thanks for helping me sing that. And I'll do some more practicing so it'll be a little smoother. But I love having your help. There's another song we sing that my twos classes sings. They sing about redwood trees, just redwood trees. And I know you know the tune, and maybe some of your older children remember it too. It goes, and at the very end, you can stand up with your hands and reach for the sky, nice and tall, like a redwood tree. Okay? Redwood tree, you are so high, you will try to reach the sky. We will try to grow tall too, that is what we like to do. Redwood tree, you and I, we will try to reach the sky. And what is it that lives up in trees and builds nests up in trees? A very special creature. It has feathers. And I have here a beautiful bouquet of feathers from several different kinds of birds. Have you ever been out on a hike and seen a feather on the ground? Maybe that would bring you good luck. It's so much fun to collect them. You can make a bouquet of feathers just like you can make a bouquet of flowers. And feathers make me think of birds. I was in the bird store last week and I saw a beautiful painting of a feather. And the inscription, the writing, the words under that painting said, "Be like a feather, strong with purpose, but light at heart." And this is a time where we could all use a little more feeling light at heart. Sometimes we tend to worry a little bit. These days things aren't what they normally are at home. The good part is we see our parents a lot more. But it's hard to get out of the house and go and see our friends, and it's when everyone in our towns start to feel better and it becomes safer, then we can all have a happy time and get back together with our friends. But in the meantime, it's kind of hard not to worry, but things will be all right. So there's a song written by Bob Marley, and the name of the song is Three Little Birds. And I have here three of my little bird friends. There's one, two, and last is a chickadee. Three little birds. And I love the song that Bob Marley wrote about three little birds. I wanted to share it with you. Ready? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, I smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, "This is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. message to you. Thanks for spending time with me today. Next time, maybe we could sing some songs that you already know, some songs that we sing at mountain school. I wanted one more thing about Earth Day. In Sweden, they have an imaginary forest troll that's called a mulle. It's mulle or mule or mulle. I'm not sure of the right pronunciation. But a mulle is an imaginary forest troll that inspires children to learn about, care about, and love nature. And I've been getting so many beautiful photographs of children from our school that have been going out hiking and going to creeks and ponds and finding California newts and banana slugs and appreciating them and loving them. And it just brings such joy to my heart. I love seeing pictures of all the things you're doing out in nature. And there is a woman whose daughter's name was Rachel. Her daughter was Rachel Carson, who really, really loved our earth so much. She started to help many, many people show that they love and care about the earth more. And her mom said, similar to the mulle in Sweden, her mom said, if one learns to love the natural world, they will live to protect it. And that's what I know all of us at Mountain School are doing, and a lot of our friends outside of Mountain School, and we'll try to make sure that that continues. So, bye for now.